Through my radio advert, I followed codes and conventions such as background music, vox pop clips from my documentary, voice of experts, role-play narrative, sound effects, title and date of my documentary. One convention I followed in my radio advert was background music.
You're always on.
I included a fast, upbeat track used in my documentary. The purpose of this is to link my radio advert and documentary together and encodes a message into my documentary of being light-hearted. This is commonly used in radio adverts such as Survival of the Fittest on Capital FM, our chosen station.
From the makers of Love Island comes
The background music in my radio advert links to Stuart Hall's audience reception theory, as the audience would decode the message of a light-hearted theme to the documentary, engaging my primary target audience of teenagers. To develop this further, I could have made the music louder. I developed the code and convention of vox pop clips used in my radio advert, as I included more of the clip that I used in my documentary. The purpose of this is to give the audience a greater insight into the documentary and give them a sneak peek into the opinions displayed in the documentary. It also gives the audience a clear theme of social media to the documentary. The use of vox pop isn't commonly used in radio adverts, therefore I challenge codes and conventions here. However, it made the advert feel more professional and engages the audience more as they hear multiple voices throughout the advert so don't get bored. This links to the hypodermic needle theory as I injected the message of a fun, non-boring documentary. Another way I conform to codes and conventions is through the use of experts in my radio advert. This is done to give the audience an insight into differing opinions of social media and clearly allows them to see the documentary's purpose as informative. This links to the uses and gratification theory, as my audience would want to watch the documentary after hearing the differing opinions on the radio advert for informative purposes. One way I conformed with codes and conventions throughout my radio advert is through the use of a role-play narrative shown at the start and end of the advert.
You're always on social media. Get a life.
I have a life, it's just online.
The purpose of this is to create a light-hearted theme that mirrors the theme of the documentary. Therefore, audiences will be attracted to watch the documentary for entertainment reasons, linking to the uses and gratification theory. The use of role-play narrative is commonly seen in other radio adverts, such as the 118 radio advert, usually to give adverts a light-hearted feel.
Don't wait. Call 118-118.
Oh, hello. Yes, I could really use a plumber.
One way I conformed with codes and conventions is through the use of sound effects of the typing. The purpose of this is to clearly show the audience that the advert is advertising the documentary about social media. This is introduced straight away into the advert to immediately engage our target audience who recognise the sound. The typing sound effects also feature in our documentary, linking the two together. The use of sound effects is commonly used in car adverts. This links to Stuart Hall's audience reception theory, as the audience decode a message that the theme of the advert and documentary is social media. Another code and convention my radio advert conforms to is the inclusion of the documentary title and date of showing.
Tune in at 7 p.m, Friday the 11th of May on ITV2.
The purpose of this is to clearly inform the audience the title and showing time so that they know exactly when it is on, as well as which channel it is showing on. This also links together the radio advert and DPS, and they both show the same title, date, time and channel. This links to the uses and gratification theory, as audiences will continue to listen to the radio advert to be informed of when the documentary is showing. This is shown in many adverts, including Survival of the Fittest.
Survival of the Fittest. Brand new reality coming this February to ITV2.